And Burning Man is an annual art festival held in the deserts of Nevada. One local artist just returned home after showing off his 1-ton, 12-foot-tall jackalope. Our Cassidy Powers met up with the artist to talk about his experience.
I know what you're thinking, and yes, I am riding a 12-foot, 1-ton jackalope. And what's even cooler is it just came home from Burning Man.
So it's all stainless steel, except for the saddle, and then the eyeballs are hand-blown glass from a guy in Townsend.
This is Clinton Lesh, a full-time sculptor. He made the massive jackalope you see here. Born and raised on a ranch in southeast Montana, he's had his hands on welding materials since he was young. But Clinton tells me his sculpting career didn't pick up until he went to art school at Montana State. That's when he was introduced to his mentor, local artist Jim Dolan, whose work you may have seen around, including the Blue Horses in Three Forks, the elk herd off Main Street in Bozeman, multiple sculptures at Montana State, and more.
It's great having Jim. He's showed me so many different processes of making art and things to do and things not to do. And just the wisdom he has is really rubbing off.
And with that wisdom and years of practice, Clinton tells me his fiance finally convinced him to apply for Burning Man. And if you don't know what that is,
Burning Man is an art festival in the desert where there's nothing there, and then 70,000 people move out to the desert, and it's all about radical self-reliance. You can't buy anything, you can't sell anything, you bring all your own stuff.
Every year, Black Rock City in northwestern Nevada is filled with hundreds of large sculptures from people all over the world. The name Burning Man comes from the final ceremony, where they quite literally have a symbolic burning of a large wooden man. Clinton tells me artists are able to apply for the Burning Man art grant to help build their sculptures.
There's about 700 people who apply, and then I think 160 get grants, and they give out about $3.5 million.
Clinton was granted $16,500 for his jackalope and got right to work. I asked him to walk me through his process.
On most of my big projects, I make some sort of maquette, and started with figuring out the position of the legs and the balance and movements of everything, and then you start at the feet and work your way up. You can see on these hairs are kind of layered on like shingles, so you just work your way up and around and eventually end up in the face.
And the inspiration behind the jackalope?
It's kind of our Bigfoot in eastern Montana, and as a little kid you think, like, oh, that's pretty cool, I want to find one of those. Eventually you kind of grow out of it, but I think it's more fun to just, be open to that kind of thing and remember it fondly.
The sculpture took about 5 months to complete. Then Clinton was off to Burning Man. And if you're curious how he got this 1-ton beast all the way to Nevada,
we use a forklift to get it on the trailer. I've yet to have to pick it up by hand.
Clinton tells me the jackalope was a hit at Burning Man. As you can see, folks were lining up to ride the sculpture. In fact, it made the front page of San Francisco News. Between the lights he installed through this cleverly placed trapdoor and the sculpture itself being something of a jungle gym, Clinton tells me,
this piece is definitely kind of the pinnacle of my art career so far. It's kind of taken a little piece from my whole life, which is really, really special to me.
And although this jackalope may be priceless to Clinton, it is for sale. If you want to know more about Clinton and his work, visit our website. In Belgrade, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.